Good morning, Fishers Tigers. I'm Joseph Basso, and welcome to FHS Weekly. Here's how you can get involved this week. All girls who are interested in the tennis season this spring need to attend the mandatory meeting for uniform sizing, ordering spirit wear, filling out all forms, and for dues collection. All information will be provided for the upcoming season. Be sure to be in Cafe A after school today at 6 o'clock to 7:30 p.m. Do you have a vast vocabulary? Are you competitive? Do you want to meet new people? If so, join the Scrabble Club. Compete for fun and win prizes. There will be an interest meeting on Wednesday, February 5th from 3 to 3:20 p.m. in H213.
Hey Isabella, do you know where Joe is? We need to film Tiger Talk.
I think I saw him run towards the woods, something about a groundhog.
Typical Joe. I'll go find him.
I thought this way.
Joe! We need to film Tiger Talk! Joe! It's too early for this! Get back inside! Joe! Joe! Oh my gosh, what are you doing? Get out of there!
Sorry.
You are so irresponsible!
Hey, what's up?
What's up? We need to be filming Tiger Talk. Why are you in the woods anyway?
Well, it's Groundhog's Day. I'm looking for the groundhog.
You're kidding, right?
What do you mean?
Groundhog's Day was yesterday.
What? No, can't. No. What?
There's 6 more weeks of winter. Now come on.
What's up, Fishers Tigers? Welcome to Tiger Talk. Today on this special episode, I've got Maren Washington, host of FHS Weekly, Mr. Harris, teacher of African Studies and World History class. It is Black History Month, so I just want to start things off with a simple question. What does Black History Month mean to you guys? You can take it away, Maren.
Black History Month means to me a time where I can learn about the culture of what it means to be Black and all the important Black people that, in the other 11 months that we don't get to learn. So I like it a lot.
Yeah, and I would agree. It's a time where we can look back and look at the deep history that we have within the United States and understand the contributions that we have provided and the idea that we've built the United States from the ground up, and this reminder that we're not a side note, that we actually are in the forefront and should be in the forefront. And when we talk about the greatest nation in the world.
Do you think that it's a necessary holiday or thing to celebrate in February?
I think there's a debate that people have about whether or not we should have a month for African American history. And I think if you look back at the history of the month, it was a necessity, right? The idea that we didn't celebrate the accomplishments of African Americans. And so I think it was 1975 that we actually, at a national level, made it a holiday for that entire month. And it's really important because, we talk about it all the time, how we don't talk about the contributions of African Americans in the United States. So obviously, still today, we still need to talk about the contributions, and so many people aren't aware of all the things that we have done in the United States, and it's pretty important. But again, this broader debate about whether or not we should be discussing the contributions throughout the entire year, not just in a month, which, by the way, is shorter than the rest.
Yeah.
28 days, except this year's 29.
True.
Yeah.
So, but for me, I think it's a good time. Some of the clubs that I'm in, we get to help out during this month. Also, I personally think that our school, it kind of tries to make Black History Month this big deal, which it is. But then the other months, there's not that much stuff going on in the other months. So I think that it's important that we have this month so we can learn about everything, but I also want the school to put a bigger input on the other months. Latino month, Women's month, LGBTQ month, every ethnicity, every kind of person. I just want more months to represent different kinds of people.
And Mary, you're in FBL, right?
Yes.
So are there any events this month or this month that's going on this month?
In FDL right now, we're having the Black History Night, which is coming up in February, and then we have the Winter Dance. Please go to the Winter Dance. It's going to be so much fun. And at the Black History Month, I actually will be there, and so will Cameron, since he's a member of FBL. And Mr. Harris is our sponsor,
Whoa.
so he'll be there too. So come and see what's it about.
Yep. All right, another question. Is it important to have Black History Month, and should it be considered a part of American history? Did
Well,
we kinda
absolutely,
touch on
yeah.
that? We
But
kinda touched on that.
I like that. But I want to go even more into what you talked about. I think as we reflect on what the school can do, I think there's already work being done, particularly let's say in the history department, right? Like we talk all the time about trying to make sure that the curriculum that we put forth, like how we teach it in class, is as diverse as we possibly can, because it's easy to fall into the European trap that we always talk about Europe.
Yes.
And particularly in a world history
Always
course, right?
talking
You
about
talk
Europe.
about that course, but we spend a lot of time in Europe. And so the history department, I know for sure, are making great strides in trying to diversify how we present history from around the world and from various perspectives so that everyone feels as though they're included in what they see.
Like for me, so like ever since freshman year, I've been in AP classes. So I took AP US, and yeah, you learn stuff, but I've been learning about the same people every year since probably 3rd grade, you know, MLK, Harriet Tubman, all those people. And then my mom, she has this book of all the Black inventors, and she makes me read it every year during this month, which is great. But I started taking this class called Ethnic Studies last year, and when I tell you, I learned in one semester more than I've ever learned in my 10 years of being in school learning about American history. And then so this year I decided I wanted to be in African Studies so I can learn more besides the European history, because as he said, in our history classes as well, the main focus is the European history. But African Studies, the African history, has a big part of our history, which goes into our American history.
Yeah.
So every single culture that makes America, that's American history to me.
Yeah. And I want to make sure that everyone feels like this month is not simply for Black and brown folks in the United States. What people need to realize is that the history of African Americans in the United States is everyone's history. Mm-hmm. It's a part of everybody's life. And so I want to make sure that everyone in this school understands that it is your responsibility to educate yourself on different racial groups and ethnic groups from around the world that aren't necessarily your own, so that you can diversify your understanding of what's going on around you.
And another thing I like about Black History Month that is a lot of times in the history classes, we tend to focus on slavery when it comes to only talking about the Black history. But during this month, I think teachers try to put more input, you know, about the Black inventors, Black singers, all that we don't really learn about, which is good because talking about slavery all the time, it kind of can get draining.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
this month is kind of makes it more exciting to learn about the history.
Yeah, for sure. And that actually wraps up all the questions that we have for you guys. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your Black History Month, and let's have a great day. See you later, Tigers.
Do you like to make music, or even just like to listen? If the answer to either of these questions is yes, then JEL Music and Sound is the class for you. JEL Music and Sound gives you all the tools necessary to express yourself musically. Not only will this class allow you to work with professional audio equipment, but you'll also be taught new information to help you grow as an artist.
Hi, my name is Malachi. I'm a senior here, and I took this class mainly because since I was young, I was always interested in music. I was listening to music, and so a friend that graduated last year that took the class, he recommended me take it, and I did, and I love it.
I'll be the vocal man. I can hit the best of both worlds. I like JEL because it gives me the opportunity to express my creativity at school.
Alright. In some ways, you're just like all your friends, but on stage, you're a star.
Make sure y'all add me on the Snapchat. High School Kid. Follow me on Instagram at Malachi, Milakyi on Instagram.
Did I mess up the take?
No.
I like JEL because
I like making music, and it's a class where you get the opportunity to make music and do some other interesting things in terms of like audio with movies and stuff like that, and it's fun.
I got sunshine on a cloudy day.
If you're a lover of music of any form, then you won't regret joining JEL Music and Sound. Rising juniors and seniors, if you're interested in this class, contact your counselor to enroll today.
JEL 5.
Welcome back, Tigers. Moving on with guidance. Stanford University offers many summer programs, such as the Pre-Collegiate Summer Institute, Summer Humanities Institute, Mathematics Camp, and Medical Youth Science Camps for students of all ages. For more information, including application requirements and deadlines, please visit the link on our announcements page. For over 60 years, the Summer Science Program is a residential, hands-on experimental science program where participants work in teams to compete in research projects, each with team acquiring original data and analyzing it. The intense 39-day schedule adds field trips, guest speakers, and much more. This summer, there will be programs with 36 participants, each at 4 campuses: Purdue University, Indiana University, New Mexico Tech, and University of Colorado. Apply by February 28th through their website or the link on our announcements page. The School of Art at Ball State is hosting its annual Portfolio Review Day on Saturday, February 8th. Physical and digital art will be reviewed as a part of the criteria for admission to the Bachelor of Fine Arts program. In addition, learn about admissions processes and other areas of studies offered by the School of Art and art scholarships. Students participating in the Portfolio Review need to register by February 5th at bsu.edu/art/portfolio day. Want to gain exposure to the world of technology and how it's used in program and problem solving using Arduino, Raspberry Pi, and e-textiles? Explore technology and everything you can do with it by attending IU School of Informatics Computing and Engineering High School Camp this summer on the Bloomington campus. The curriculum is based on what's trending in technology, and all experience levels are welcome. Visit the link on our announcements page for more information. If you're a high school sophomore, junior, or senior interested in experiencing business, language, and cultures of East Asia, the Middle East, Turkey, Russia, and Eastern Europe, the Business is Global 2-week summer program offered by IU Cyber, the Indiana University Center for Institutional Business and Education and Research, may be for you. Visit our announcements page for more information. Application deadline is April 8th.
Did you know your Lady Tigers are #1 in the state for basketball? Come support your girls this Friday at 6 p.m. in Westfield for our first sectional game. The winner will advance to the sectional championship game the following night for a potential matchup against HSE. Let's go, Tigers! Let's go, Tigers!
Hey Tigers, Sophia Solis here with my adorable MTV shirt. I've got some stellar announcements in store for you. The Harry Potter Club is hosting the Yule Ball on Friday, February 7th from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. in Cafe A. Join them for a magical evening. There will be food, fun, activities, and dancing. No waltzing required. Wear your Harry Potter gear or school dance attire and bring a friend or date. Tickets are $5 for one, $7 for two, and can be bought at lunch the rest of this week. See you there. The esports meeting will be this Thursday, February 6th in room B111. Bring a friend, game, and a signed permission slip. As always, follow our Instagram at FHS Weekly News, and you can follow my Instagram and YouTube at Iconically Her. Stay fabsome. Bye.